Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry we had to close the meeting due to a disruption from a member of the audience, and we had to then find ourselves some clear space to be able to reopen the meeting, which we are able to do within the 30-minute time frame. And we now come to item public 21, public question time. And do we have a question from the audience? I have one to read, and I will do that now. And it's from Linda Jackson, who submitted the following question for the July Council meeting. Question 1, parking meters. It's difficult for many older residents, and most likely visitors use and pay for the parking via the app. I know you can purchase vouchers, but this all adds up in time and costs, which we have enough of nowadays. Please reconsider and remove the parking meters, as it is a deterrent to people coming to Wangaratta to attend business and shopping, which will impact negatively in town. And she also asked the question, would you like in 2 parts or just 1 part? Both. I refer to my previous email regarding the parking meters and their changing paying to online or vouchers. The council is still adamant on keeping parking meters. Why not also still offer using cash by the meter too? The meters are still in place and will be usable by those residents, visitors who cannot use the newer forms of payment.
Thank you for that question. Paid parking has been in place in the Wangaratta CBD for many years. In recent years, this included the option of using the EasyPark app. At the February council meeting, council decided to continue with paid parking in the CBD, but to remove physical parking machines that were at the end of their useful life. As the EasyPark app was already successfully in use, council made the decision to continue with the app, as well as implementing a voucher that can be purchased from the council office. Separately, free parking options remain available in the CBD. I encourage anyone needing assistance with the parking payment system to contact council.
Thank you, Director Swart. I've got a question here from Barbara Griffiths. She asks the questions, are the councillors fully aware of the backlash re the new parking system? Having had my credit card details stolen twice, I will not enter these details on my phone. The only good to come out of it is a fitter population as I now park in a free spot and walk with some limited ability. And thank you for your question, Barbara. I have to say that the voucher system is being taken up very well by people in the community. Council has the opportunity of reviewing this parking system. This is still in its early stages, and we're still working out any of the foibles that come with the new system. So we're working on that, and I thank Barbara for her question again. Questions from the audience? Mr. Fox.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Brian Fox. I'd just like to tell you, as of yesterday, I am no longer the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce. I shook hands with Casey McPhail, and Casey McPhail was taken over as of yesterday, and I will either be the Vice President or active on the committee. So when I speak, I'm not speaking on behalf of the Chamber any longer. If I'm asked by Casey to speak on behalf of the Chamber, I will introduce myself as such.
Thank you. Question, Mr. Fox?
Good. I have a list of questions about as long as my arm, and probably half of the other one. But I can't get through to the councillors what the questions are. I've been trying to find a way. And I've come up with the way that if we had a letterbox for every councillor. There's only 7 letterboxes, $100 each or whatever. When a letter goes into a letterbox, and I've got a letterbox, there's immediately an email comes up on my home computer to say, Brian, you've got mail. And I would find that an excellent way of being able to say hello to a councillor. Now, one of my questions that I would like to put to all of the councillors, I've been living in Swan Street since 1970. I see nothing wrong with the road in Swan Street. The only thing that's wrong with it is people are driving too fast up it. If you reduce the speed, it's now 50. If you reduce it to 40, then it'll even be better. So I can't see where the initiative came from to spend $1 million on a street that, in my belief, it might not be right, that Swan Street needs resurfacing. Now, I don't know where the initiative came from.
Okay, well, can we provide you an answer to that question, Mr. Fox?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, can we now provide you with an answer to that question? You've asked, why is Swan Street being upgraded?
Write me a letter. 893 will give me a letterbox. No problem. Yeah, anyway, tell me if you want.
Well, I'll ask Director Gooden to provide you with an answer. He's the Director of Infrastructure.
Thanks for the question, Brian. Our road reconstruction program is driven by data, so essentially data that's collected across our whole entire road network. And then we go and put that data through a process that spits out our renewal program year on year. That data is updated every 5 years. Swan Street has been a road that has come up a number of times in that data. It's been a difficult design process to get Swan Street right to solve a number of different issues that we have there. It is actually one of our more potholed sections of road, and even in our most recent community satisfaction surveys, we asked an additional question of the community, which was, which road do you think we should be going and fixing? Or which was our worst road within our municipality. Fair to say, the majority of people responded by giving us Vic roads, which are council's responsibility, but the absolute highest of council's responsibility was Swan Street.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Fox. Now, your second question.
Are you going to stick to the absolute
I am
rules
going
of
to
2 questions?
Yes, I am. And particularly questions without notice. So your second question, Mr. Fox.
I find that very difficult, given we're not out of time, the sun hasn't gone down, there's nobody else here, I'm not wasting anybody's time.
Well, you are actually wasting our time because we actually have to move into confidential business. So I'm giving you the opportunity of asking your second question, if you wouldn't mind doing that.
Madam Mayor, tonight yesterday I got the agenda. On that, I can't find a word in that agenda that says Easy Park. It may be there somewhere, but I can't find it. I can't find a reference to it. I can't find a paragraph to it. And yet, everywhere I go, since the last meeting where we mentioned it, I've been to a couple of funerals, I've been to my progress club, I've been out to dinner, my friends and family have come and visited me. The main topic of conversation is Difficult Park. We've changed the name from Easy Park. So I'm saying I can't get to 7 councillors with an opinion. I've either got to put it in the Chronicle as a letter and hope they've bought that edition of the Chronicle, or I can drop it over the front desk and then I'll get a public servant who will reply to me. I don't want a public servant's reply. I want to know what David Fuller and the other 6 councillors think. I can't get what they think through the words of a public servant.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr Fox, you feel that way. Most people that I speak to would say that councillors are very accessible. You have the opportunity of ringing councillors. Our telephone
No, I
numbers
don't,
are
ma'am.
public, and our email addresses are made public, so there's an opportunity of writing to us via email, and there's always the opportunity of dropping in a letter addressed to a particular councillor should you wish to communicate with them.
Madam Mayor,
Mr Fox, I don't want to...
are you going to keep on talking over the top of me? Send me home if that's what you're going to do.
Well, I might have to do that, Mr Fox.
I put some
I
questions.
think you've answered your question.
Ma'am, I put some answers to a question to council. There were 5 questions. I got an email from a Mr. Lovett. Why do I get an answer from Mr. Lovett? Why don't I get it from David Fuller? I'm asking the councillors what their opinion is, and a public servant replies. Hang on.
And that's part of Mr Lovett's job, to respond on councillors' behalf. He communicates
Well,
with
I
council.
find that
Now,
acceptable.
Mr Fox, I think we've talked about this, and we've talked about it at length. I would ask you now to take your seat, and we will be able to continue with the business of council.
Well, I'll be cheeky and talk over the topic. There in one more subject.
No,
I went down to Mackey. I'll keep talking whether you talk or not. I went down to Mackey Street, and at Mackey Street there's an ad up there that says there's a lot of land for sale.
Mr Fox.
So I went to the agent,
No.
and the agent tells me that it belongs to the medical centre.
Councillor Fuller.
Madam Chair, I move to resolve to close the meeting to members of the public in accordance with Division 3 of the Local Government Act 2020 to consider the following orders. Contractual matter, item 22.1, confidential under the Local Government Act of 2020 as it contains information relating to council business information, being that it would prejudice the council position in commercial negotiations if prematurely released, and private commercial information.
Thank you, Councillor Fuller. Would someone like to second that? Councillor Winters. Thank you. Councillors, we all in agreement? Thank you.
I'll vote in
Meeting's
favour of
closed.
that. But there's 100 car parking spaces over there, and they're available
Okay. Are we all ready to go? Councillor has resumed.
Madam Chair, can I move a motion to reopen the meeting so that we can close the meeting, please?
Thank you, Councillor Ford. That's most welcome. And seconded by Councillor Benton. Those in favour? The meeting is closed, and thank you all for your attendance and your input and your forbearance. It's certainly been a challenging afternoon.